Nederlanden.
Swamp people. Swamp people.
Nederlanden. Yes, I think so. Yes, why not?
You're alive, chat. And we got a super chat ready from Boop for 50 pescos, also known as 50 takas. There's still no big green gazongas and no maple milkers. Fix it, Kibs. Maple milkers and green gazongas. I think they're talking about you.
Yeah. January.
Maple milkers.
Yeah, that's something. That is something else. That is something else.
We're just waiting for Arch and his slow ass to finally host the game.
You hair.
Boopity boopity boop. Did they finally give the Canadians Leopard 2s? Asks Psycho Dad.
Leopard
Canadians
2s
don't
and
deserve.
Leopard Mechasad was one of the, even the advanced version of Leopard 2, they even have those. And the Chimera, which was a designed vehicle that was never really produced, that was pretty much a modernized Stug. Pretty nice.
Yes, Arch is hosting. He's just... See, Arch can host RTS games. It's fine. RTS games, latency's not as much of a problem. Ace donates $5 to say, here's someone leaked classified documents on the Challenger 2, like the armor schematics to War Thunder, because it wasn't realistic enough for them. We actually talked about that in the Archcast stream. At least, I think we talked about it. I can't remember. We talked about a lot of stuff. It was on the list of things to talk about. Absolute mongoloid, though.
Kyle, you gay.
How
Died about me.
The game hasn't started without
It
you.
was mildly amusing.
What are you talking about, Disco?
Extreme stupid.
Multi.
It started because we're getting some
Create.
super dupers. Nice. I wanted to get through the supers before I fall behind this time.
Right.
That's it, woman. I'm coming over there to
Yeah.
beat you up. Oh, no.
Come on then.
Invite.
Come on then.
Invite. Invite. Disco, you're not online.
No, I was still in my other games, baby. Like Kyle just starts about it.
See, it's starting to get difficult to understand what she says when she gets worked up like that. She's like,
does.
waka, 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 waka.
Disco, drink more alcohol. It'll be funnier
Well, I
for me.
haven't got any alcohol. Well,
Disco, I don't
maybe
care.
I do somewhere.
Drink it.
Waka, 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 waka.
When Disco gets drunk, she gets derpy. She becomes Derpsco. As Bubbles
Derpsco.
calls it, Dinksco. Or Dinko. Yeah, he calls you
Dinko.
Dinko. It's the weirdest nickname.
You're weird. That's why.
Wacko, wacko.
I'm not a Dinko.
Well,
Almost
she
sounds
is
like
Scottish,
a racial slur.
And the racial one of the racial slurs for the Scottish is just to call them Scotch.
Notch. That's not that good, though. That's kind of lame.
That's
Cancel.
not that good, though.
Cancel. Cause. All these racial slurs.
It's an
You
old
should
one,
make
but
another
it's,
3 deck.
it works.
Cancel the leaf.
I'm technically Scottish as well.
Like
so-
the little stick. Oh, everybody's technically Scottish.
Well, the lineage doesn't matter. The thing is,
Everybody's like, I'm Scottish.
I have
Like Lil Wit?
Polish and German and fucking Scottish lineage, but like it doesn't make me Scottish or German or Polish. I'm American.
Yeah, it makes you an idiot.
No, it doesn't. No.
Yes, it does.
Makes him an idiot.
Disco. Disco.
I'm waiting for the game to do whatever the fuck the game is doing, Arch. For some reason, when I went to launch it, it was like, oh, I didn't shut down properly last time, so now I need to redo everything.
Disco, if you're not careful, I'm gonna make you play 10,000 years of World War. She's like, no.
You're gonna make me, are
We're
ya?
gonna force you to say titty. Eh.
Kitty.
Oh my god. He's
She
evolving.
pronounced it there.
He's evolving.
Fuzzums. What is that single little red bar I see there?
Fuck. I think
I've been watching that too. Like, oh, this could be fun again.
Is he doing it again?
He's doing it again. Like, do
We
you
need
just piss directly into your modem occasionally?
No, so I'm gonna.
That's rich coming from us.
Are you downloading a massive amount of porn in the background, Fuzzy? Please check.
No, no, that's usually
Literal
Arch.
kilograms of jab just pouring into his tiny little American hard drive.
Exactly, that's what I'm expecting.
Fuzzy, go and poke the hamster or something. Come on, run faster. Passwords? Maybe? Maybe that? Maybe?
Hands will be
Looks
joining,
like
so
it,
we'll
like-
have an actual 3v3. Yes.
Yay.
I want it to be balanced. Disco's like, where's my super tank?
Say I'm offline.
I'm sorry, Disco. You can have your super tanks.
Yeah,
in
you dropped in the game, Fuzzy.
Says I'm-
I blame you.
3v3. It's
Oh,
balanced.
three.
Hans has no idea how to play, so he's going to be an absolute dead weight.
Like
Whatever
me.
team he's on.
Which on
Okay, so
Disco's team.
Disco goes on one team and Hans goes on the other. That way it's balanced then.
Exactly, yes.
The two noobs can learn from the respective teams.
Oh, look. The invite thing works now.
My back itches, and I scratched it. Now it doesn't.
But which of us gets Fuzzums and his red bar?
You guys get him, apparently. We'll take...
No, I want to try
Yep.
Finland. Wait.
Like he's volunteered to go with you.
I don't even know where Hans' car is. I probably have to move it. Yes, I do.
Hands.
Hands can be over. Be alt left.
Hmm.
There. Now it's a 3v3. Yay!
Is it?
It's basically like Steel Division Hands, sort of.
Oh, so I'll be sitting there. It's like I don't understand what I'm doing. And all my units die because they're shit.
Pretty much.
Hands, you're the dead weight on our team.
Pretty much how it goes.
So invite Hands, Barch. 3v3. Yes, it'll be balanced. Wait, why am I
How did-
Yugoslavia now? What the fuck?
I have no Soviet decks.
Best deck ever. Do I believe that? Past Kibs, what are you in for? Let's look at this. Yugoslavia deck.
Confrontation. Fuzzums. Now you two, yeet.
What do you mean yeet?
We go up top.
Touch yourself.
You guys go down below.
Wait. No, Fuzzy should go on the top team then, because we should take Hands. Because he's new.
Yes, Fuzzums. Fuzzums, touch Disco with your
Does Hans-
fuzzy hands.
Fuzzy and Kase have experience, but Disco doesn't
Rub
have that much
her
experience.
head.
Hands also doesn't
Fuzzy-
have experience. If we put them on the same team,
Arch,
that'd be
unlike
unfair.
you, I'm not a degenerate.
Yeah, you are.
You certainly are.
Hands, where
You
are
are.
you? Hands.
That's like projection.
Game is
Fuzzy,
doing
you
all
get
the
really excited
auto.
whenever you
things
hear
that it
what any of our
does.
faces. You're like, oh, Fuzzy, what?
Okay, that's okay. I have to
Sure,
make a
you
deck
tell
here
yourself
anyways.
that.
Let's make something new.
At least I make fun of Arch and his fetishes. You just join in.
I can't delete decks from here, but I can make new ones. Red 4.
That was me making a noise.
What communist country should we make a nation deck for? Red Durgans? North Korea? Chad, I'm ignoring you. 'Cause you're gonna immediately say North Korea. Never. We're gonna do... what's OP? China? Ching Chong Bing
Best
Bong.
Korea. Yeah. No, we're playing Best Korea.
Fine, I'm doing Red Dragon deck then.
No, Best Korea.
You're doing Best Korea. I'm doing Combined Arms.
Red Dragon. That's pathetic.
Also, how come they didn't add Vietnam into this game? What the hell? I'm a little annoyed, actually.
Given the timeline, we really should have Vietnam.
Like, okay.
I don't
Wait,
even know Vietnam army.
I do. Mostly infantry.
Yeah, they fought China off at one point after the Vietnam War, if I remember correctly.
And they weren't really part of the Red... I mean, in theory, if a war erupted, they probably would be on there.
Yeah, they probably would be. I'm just thinking, like, after the Vietnam War, I think they had other concerns. They weren't really looking too far outward.
I mean, they just recently got their first McDonald's, so we won the long game.
Exactly. And currently, even with modern politics, Vietnam is looking more and more like an American ally than China, because the Chinese are encroaching on their naval space or their
Yes.
territorial waters. There's the term.
China wants Vietnam's shit, so Vietnam better get on the winning side.
That's
right.
the thing that really does.
We knew
kinda
they'd come crawling back to Daddy America. They'd be like, Daddy, please, we're scared.
That's the thing kind of does reassure me about the situation with China, is that if China kicks something off, we have India, we have pretty much all in like Australia, Philippines,
South
Vietnam. Yeah, we just have so many allies in such a wide circle around there. Oh, the amount of air bases. Oh, the amount of missile platforms.
It would not be a good war for them. No.
No, I don't recommend landing in mainland China. I just recommend bombarding the fuck out of it.
That's all under the assumption America actually fights and doesn't
just sit there
stick
and go
its
like,
little...
Yeah.
CNN will roll pictures of Guam having been hit by IRBMs, and everyone will just like, well, we lost, surrender. I can totally see that. I can totally see CNN basically just running Chinese propaganda.
I
Well,
can
they
also
already
see
do.
though. I can also see it being another Pearl Harbor-like thing, galvanizing the United States.
I don't think modern day Americans have the backbone of Pearl Harbor Americans. I really don't.
Does China have good infantry?
Massive.
Not bad, yes.
So
Problem
motorized
is-
or mechanized would it be?
For us, we don't really know the quality of them, just because
Mechanized.
40% of their time is spent like just doing research and studying Chinese propaganda and communist thought.
Yeah, but from what I talked to, their navy is getting a bit sophisticated, which
Not
is kind of
really. They bought a bunch of fucking derelict carriers, and they're fucking useless right now. 'cause they're
Oh.
Cold War.
Built.
I hear so little about the Chinese. All I know is that they're trying to build a navy.
Don't buy into the CCP propaganda.
Yeah, and I wouldn't like with modern warfare. I'm wondering how long carriers are going to be relevant. Just how easy it's going to be to take one of those with a long-range missile.
That's the thing. Like one of the things China's gonna want to do as soon as possible is try and figure out where the what is it, the Kennedy, the U.S. carrier strike force in Japan.
I'm trying to remember which carrier that is.
Air
right now.
profile.
The Ronald Reagan, I think. Yes,
Ah.
the Ronald Reagan. They want to take that out with an IRBM mounted anti-naval weapon. If they do, that will be massive, because it'll be a massive blow to U.S. morale.
Yeah, I would say just put that thing in harbor and take the planes off it. You're close enough to China. You have air bases in Taiwan, South Korea, Japan, Philippines. That's close enough with modern aircraft range.
Come on, you finished? You tiny, tiny.
Making
Call.
a ching chong bing bong. This is my coof deck.
Goof tech.
Goofing. Or just like, whoa. Never heard of such a powerful. Shut up, Arch.
China. Mechanized China. I don't know about that. I really don't know about that.
Why is that bad? Sounds cute.
I really don't know about that.
Sounds kawaii desu.
I feel like that's the deck I picked when I wanted to be memey and kill Cossie's Canadians. So I don't think it's good.
You got a lot of flamethrowers, though, if I remember correctly.
Incorrect. Napalm rocket launchers.
Ah, yes, now I remember. Those are fucking retarded. Jesus Christ. Fuzzy?
I know there's been a lot of construction and problems going on in my area. That might be it. 'Cause I know
That's
some gas
my.
always
blow up.
something with you.
Jesus.
What's he done now?
Ketchup.
It actually
Look at that
did
little
happen.
paw!
I know!
It actually
Luckily,
did
it's not
happen
my team.
recently.
Right,
Gas
Fuzzy,
blew
as your
up.
punishment, you need to babysit all the new people in training.
Fuzzy Bird is
No.
offline as he sits here in the lobby.
Maybe.
Fuzzy
Ketchup,
that's why you're so strong.
Ketchup. Ketchup, chop. Ketchup, chop. Why have you not
Fuzzy
joined
is
the game?
on conscript petting duty.
Try one more time, because otherwise something's going on with my utility.
Why has
Never
Kek
received
shut
an invite.
You have.
Uh-huh.
Special
UI.
process.
See that string of letters?
Almost done. Still making deck dough.
That string of letters.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
yes.
No.
Well, then you're done.
What are you doing, Arch? How are you?
I have sent him the string of letters, but he's too silly to see it.
You can just
His
also
brain
send
is
him a
too
direct
small.
invite.
He's noggin too jogging.
Yeah. Good intercept. Not really good bombers, though, dude.
You see, you didn't specify you sent it outside of the game.
God damn it, Arch. Arch is like, It'd be good for defensive positions.
Allah
Right,
Akbar. Allah Akbar.
That's memes. Okay, let's see. Any other things I can get? What other artillery options? Not very many. But we do have them, so there's that. Was that for missiles? Is that an LRM? Is that the PH-70, PHC-70? That looks like a... I want it. I want it. And I won't want to do...
Eh.
We have a very diverse military. It's a little boat for the Asians, though. The Jeongju? Oh my god, it's got a little T-34 gun on it. Yeah.
So, whose team am I, quote-unquote, supposed to be on?
I suspect
Oh,
our
Our team. Our team, the red team. So it should be 3v3, technically. Right, then I save my army. Save army. It. Well, that's not very helpful. Now I don't know what an army it is. New deck. That one maybe. I don't
You
see
should
that.
have given it a name, dumbass. What's wrong with you?
You know what's wrong with him.
Check.
You know what? I'm sure this deck that the game has made is perfectly fine and nothing wrong with it.
Oh god, that's good.
No, I'm using it. Tough shit. Be sad.
I'm sure it's
We're
fine.
in for a fucking surprise.
Oh god, not again.
Fuzzy.
Buzzy!
Right. Oh, there it goes. Stabilize.
Go and kick the hamster. Go and kick it.
Okay. I'm ready.
Perfectly fine last week.
I mean, at least it's a Soviet Union deck, though it's 1980s before, so.
Is this one?
You should pick random.
Before 1980s. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
You see, it says
Oh,
there's another
Jesus.
starter deck, but it doesn't show me anything.
Oh, Jesus.
I refuse to look at any of the units till I at least play one match.
Oh god.
Oh,
Right.
You will suffer. You will
Fucking
suffer.
America, Blue Dragons, and Canada versus fucking North Korea and pre-1980s Soviet. This will be a thing, that's for fucking sure.
This is going to
You're
be
right.
good.
You say
actually
that,
sold
but
me.
look at Fuzzy and his fucking red bar.
That's true. That's true. We might.
You know,
win
you're
on
right. Pre-1980s. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure
that. Okay,
it'll be
Arch,
very strong.
increase the conquest.
Off
count.
to the
Oh,
races.
Higher, higher.
What?
Make it long. Make the. I like long games in this game.
No, it's no time limit.
Yeah, but point count higher, higher, higher.
Brian. I don't remember what any of my stuff does.
All right, since we
I
increased the
remember I
cap, I guess I can deploy all 32 of my T-34s.
I did something. I have something similar in my
Don't
Finnish
clog up
deck.
the bridges like Nerfy did when we played that one.
Just corpses.
I thought I had something similar with my Finnish deck, just dumping an ass ton of Stugs.
All right, so this game command vehicles are in the logistics tab. You need a command vehicle to occupy those zones. Those zones are how you get points. Fedor, Dimitri, Center, things like that.
Those are the ones with the little star next to their name, yeah?
Yes. FOBs are your logistical bases, because in this game you have ops, and that's where resources come from. Reinforcements get called in if you scroll in from the edges of those areas. Like Center can call in naval stuff, and Gregory can. If we don't control those points, we don't get naval support. No game. No game. Oh, those are Archer's vehicles. I thought those were mine. I was like, game, what do you do? You can't pre-order things in this game, though. The dumbest thing that should be patched, but will never be.
But will never be.
I'm sure it's fine.
I'm chilling my command vehicle in the beginning zone and sending one to Gregory.
So can we only deploy in the little red box?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Units get called in squads in this, so they can come up into groups of 4.
Just click the icon multiple times to get multiple things.
Bing chong, bing fucking bong.
So like that, yes.
Listen.
Sure, that is fine. It's even better than a lot of these like weapon names. It's like, I don't know off the top of my head what these do. It's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine.
So guys, I'm gonna head over here. So you guys know where I'm planning to go.
Okay. I don't know how to do that.
Top right corner, you see a picture of a shield, a warning sign, a plus sign, stuff like that. Those are your pings.
Oh, okay.
Glory of China. Bing chong, bing bong.
Right, so neither of you going like here.
Arch, I've got logistics vehicle for that.
Yeah, I'm heading towards
and that.
Right,
You're heading that way.
And
yeah, that's an important.
try to
objective.
focus. Send a logistics
Okay,
vehicle for
so you're
this.
not. Nobody's heading that way.
That's what I was thinking, yeah. I have one.
I guess I'll head that way.
Since I can't get pre-orders, I'll just have
otherwise-
to do it.
We'll just give them that entire side of the map.
Bing chong to the bing bong to the giant hard ding dong.
I have so many things. What do they do?
Arch, these chickas are for
Chugga chugga pucka pucka.
What do you think?
Shugga
Good
pucka.
idea or good idea?
Shugga pucka. Chugga pucka hucka. Shugga pucka pucka shucka. You should move them into the forest as soon as you can, because I've got shit coming for the houses.
Okay, I'll try to get the trees then.
And on a map of this size, honestly, by the time your chugga chuggas have landed, everything else is going to be right on top of them.
Yeah. All right, I am ready.
Farewell, Fuzzy. You will be missed.
He left.
No, but he's working on it.
He's thinking about it.
We need this advantage so Disco loses all hope. She's like, fuck you, game.
It will crack her little spirit.
Well, I'm sure I won't be as salty as Arch when he gets put in that situation.
That
This
sounds
goes-
like a launch
this
battle
goes-
thing.
Discordia, don't
Crawls
worry
on the
about it.
moral high ground.
I'm
It's like,
sure
fuck
Arch
you.
and Kibs are going to have aneurysms, and it's like, why are you doing that? That unit doesn't do that. And I'm like, it's fine. Don't worry
They
about
had me on their team last week.
it. But you see, here's the thing, Disco. I've never played this game before.
Neither had
Yeah,
I.
he's gonna be a bit green.
I hadn't played it last week either.
What do you mean infantry can't take on boats?
It took me
Actually,
like
shit.
they
5
can take on
minutes,
boats.
and Arch was like, you know, you can only deploy in this box, right? And I'm like, no, I did not know this.
Don't speak Chinese at me. It offends me. They continue to do it.
It should offend you, and they should continue to do so regardless.
Allahu Akbar. Definitely take out those chuggas, Arch.
They're cobras. You don't want to just attack that. That would be silly, though.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Kyle, don't drive right into the fire, you little munchkin. Kyle. Kyle.
I see it
Kyle.
now! I see it. Look, it's a little annoying to have to micro 5,000 little tiny things.
Yes, it is.
Over there, you fucking monkeys. What's going on? What's beeping at me? Beep. Stop speaking at me! Chat, they're cringy! They're great.
That they probably are. There you fucking go. Slaughter them. Oh, yes.
Got them on
Oh,
the forest flank too. It's a bloodbath, alright. Shit. Vengeance for the Ching Chongs. Glory to China. Got a push over here, by the way.
Kyle, we're double commandoed in Gregory.
Double commando. What do you mean? Oh,
Yeah,
command
double
vehicle.
command center.
Yeah,
well, that.
I would move it over to Hans' zone, but he could use some backup, I think.
Yeah.
By the way, trees are your friend. Wait, are you moving yours?
No, not that one. That's in Feder, Kyle. On Gregory.
Gregory.
There you go.
Okay, I'll move it up to... Now, don't forget when you call in the vehicles, if you send them over here, Arch, they will take that bridge there. Because they're retarded.
They are. That is just life.
Gonna move there. Then from there, we're gonna go there. And then we're gonna go over there.
前进，到指定坐标。
Don't forget, trees and buildings are your friends.
在交火区，
And don't forget, recon vehicles are great for spotting. All about ranges.
栋梁，周到警卫化。
A little bit scamp. Do you like fighting my Geons? Do you, Canadian boy? Whee!
I wiped out a lot of armored personnel carriers in that force.
Those were mine. That's my only defense. Fuck the Canadians specifically.
Fuck the Canadians specifically.
Watch that anti-air hands. Don't forget about the evac. Oh, that's Arch.
在交火区，我们正处在交火区。
It's a bit of a tie. They managed to secure their side of Alina, while we got our side of Fedor. It's a bit tricky for us.
下命令吧，长官。
Well, I got a very good potential hit on that, so I'm just going to continue pushing the advantage on the right side.
我们正处在交火区。 我们将迅速抵达目标地点。是，团长同志。 准备开火。有什么新发现？ 准备开火。
Matrice.
我们在行动了。动幺收到，警戒周围空域。冲上去，接敌缠斗。
Shit. Oh,
有
shit.
什么新发现？
King Chong, go forward! No!
高炮，准备就绪。
Ah, I love it. Gross.
Signaling arch. Zero away.
Yep, wow.
some danger clues. By the way, I have spotted developments.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. Don't be afraid to say things, Hans, but say it in vague terms and use pings.
The ping system is actually fantastic in this game.
Exceedingly useful.
You guys being retarded? Yeah, I think you're being retarded. You're gonna go there, and then from that road, you're gonna go there.
目标在哪儿？ 侦察组准备就绪。
You guys not have.
准备就绪。
Oh, you're out of ammo. Cuddle the APC! Cuddle the mouse! That went about as good as I would expect somebody with no munitions. Holtzner says, Kibs, does your deck include bioweapons? Sadly, no. Glow-in-the-Dark donates $10 to say, we Americans should do what we did in both world wars. Allow Russia to tank Chinese aggression. Then when both sides tire from it from behind and profit from it. But yeah.
I mean, Chad, yes.
Yeah, pretty much. Right. Book says all white cute people look the same.
I believe he means white.
These two basically. No, just kidding. Come on, come on, come on. Go down, drop them out, boys. Woo! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now, cheat the fuck out of here, boy.
急速前进。
I love airlifting troops, and air cav is great.
Air cav is kind of useful, yes.
One of my favorite things about this game is infantry. Air cav.
Air cav is pretty cool.
指令更新，预定空域待命。
Logistics cheap.
前线指挥部战斗出现雷电。
Hello, very brave Hornet. Goodbye, very brave Hornet.
Close.
机体中弹，
Very
请求
close.
增援。
That was right on top of like 4 fucking shulkers.
I noticed that after I called it in. I was like, well, fuck.
That's a lot. That's a long stream of shit coming out my way.
突撞海军威。 栋梁，周到，请回话。
I do love the fucking shulkers. They have a lot of range, and the rate of fire basically means that if they get a field of view and they start firing, they've probably already killed whatever they were firing at.
Yeah, they are very nice.
Who's napalming the fucking monitors?
Me.
Of course you are.
It's all about scaring them.
I see. Well, I'm sure you did frighten them at least.
目标地点集结待命。我们正处在交火区。各单 待命，警戒周边区域。坚决完成任务。我们正处在交火区域。
Black 1970 Dorito say Sqek and Hail Barge cries also hi Disco House Kitty.
Bye.
Kitty enjoying the war zone right now? Kitty.
空域集结完毕，随时可以出击。
Relaxed, calm, orderly kitty. Or as Disco would say, kitty.
Meow.
是，团长同志。各单位待命，警戒周边区域。
Incoming aerosol. Is it continuing to go? Kase, what was the...
Those are extra Chinooks from me calling in Canadian Airborne. I have no choice but to take them, and I have no use for them after I drop off the infantry, so... Scouts!
Sick bastard.
Dead bitches, yeah.
Fire in the trees.
Fine.
We're gonna call it Hamburger Hill.
That didn't go well for the attackers. Especially since you've kind of napalmed yourself into not being able to push further.
What are you talking about? Chinese men are impervious to fire. Really?
Sure.
Really?
What are you, a boxer?
完成任务。
Boxer rebellion begins now.
They were just impervious to bullets, not necessarily fire, though.
Well, fair. Well, depending on what kind of virgin blood magic you want to pull, and which they did, you might have been invulnerable to a lot of other stuff.
They should have used all the virgin blood magic. That way, they would have been literally impervious to danger. That would have been the Chad move.
Well, they tried, and they ran into American, British, German, Austrian, Russian, and French bayonets and fucking bullets. Kind of interesting, actually. That was one of the first multinational operations, and that's like multinational in cooperative actions.
Imagine that.
I think what God is telling me is we need more flamethrowers.
That's usually what God tells people, yes.
Like, we need to burn the infidels, brother. I'm a brother.
Fucking Udaloy! Kyle, that's a little big, don't you think?
What? You said we could have a couple big ones.
我们受到攻击。
Well, we have
Remember.
a fucking Udaloy then, right.
Where is it even? Let's see it.
We have a fucking Udaloy.
Wait, why is it
I
over
know.
there?
我们受到攻击。
This is
What?
too fucking massive to be spawned in from the other side.
Apparently, Udaloy has come here to bring justice and peace to my new Chinese empire.
Okay.
我们受到攻击。
Get.
Jesus.
Get.
They said it's Kyle cheating.
Yes, he very much so fucking is.
I
but that
don't
is,
think so.
that's just like a consequence of Kyle.
Kase, did we literally have in the previous games big boats? I'm pretty sure we did.
Not that big.
准备就绪。
Is there a difference?
Yes. It's
How
a
big is
fucking
that?
capital vessel.
It doesn't look that big to me. What's
It doesn't
happening?
look that big to me. Like, compare it to the coastline. It's the size of a city.
I mean, it's not that big. You're overreacting.
I'm overreacting.
The
I am.
Chinese
Fuck
are...
Gussie and his nonsense. This is what he fucking gets, that little scumbag.
What did I do?
Breathe,
Something.
apparently.
I confused. There. I'm getting a taste of flame back.
Good job, little Thomas. You are doing more than you should, frankly.
Arch needs ammo. I'm bringing an MI6 up to resupply your anti-tank units there. We need their missiles.
Don't worry about it. Ah, damn it. That's better.
What do you mean don't worry about it?
I wanted to recruit them a little bit, just to repair them too.
Okay. I've got a resupply helicopter parked over here then.
我们马上行动。然而何不在我
Otta. Ching chong. Black donates $3 say, also hi beer to kiss and more Donka for the orc, and then he follows it up with $3 high hands. Casualties from friendly napalm. Inconsequential to me.
To you, yes. That's correct.
I'm sorry for what might just happen here. Come on, fuck. The wrong angle.
Don't forget to these vehicles here to disembark the infantry in them so they can move alongside the IFVs.
Yeah, you gotta disembark them, otherwise they'll just chill inside and they'll be unfortunate.
I'm stopping them up, mate. If we just hit them from the rear, we can take it.
I'm surprised I actually didn't kill Fuzzy's unit for that.
敌在我在。目标地点集结在地。
We've had enough of the Udaloy. She's... yeah. See, that's the thing about big ships. It literally shot down everything that Sea Buster could put out against us, like, just casually. Udaloys.
This fucking forest battle, though, on the other hand.
That's cute.
It's a fucking bloodbath in here.
A10 Thunderbolts. Oh my, that's a toughie.
Archman sneak his supply trucks. That was very risky, Arch, to cross that bridge.
Well, they came in for perhaps the wrong bridge, too. Oh well.
Need more Ching Chongers, chat. More Ching Chong!
precious Kibs. Did that do anything?
What do anything?
Yeah, apparently not.
Well, I mean, what specifically?
Sorry, the cluster munitions I just dropped on your
Oh yeah,
Kesha,
no, there's
don't
less
move your
people.
command vehicle in center. If you move it, we lose command over it.
Sorry, what was that, Kibs?
The command vehicle in the
cluster
center
shot
isn't
hurt.
moving.
It hurt. You did
Yes, it
damage.
is.
Perfect. I'm trying to figure out if that actually is worth it or not.
There's a
I did
lot
not
of
click on you.
Chinese.
That was in this
That's all you need to know. That's why they're still there.
Okay. I have more.
Arch. They're all over. They're swarming all over that.
Up they are.
That hill chat is fucking molten rock right now.
It really is. There's just nothing living there anymore.
I should have sent in some of those guys instead. They would have fared better over here.
Для нас честь служить под вашим началом.请指示目标地点。目标地点判明，任务指令下达。指挥部任务下达，立即执行。党和人民在看着我们。坚决完成任务。我们受到攻击。我们受到攻击。
Why the fuck did you do that? Ah, God, the pathfinding.
I'm questioning it myself. I'm like, Hornet, what are you doing, Hornet? Drop the fucking cluster.
团长同志，
The pathfinding is the thing that makes offense in a game where offense is already bloody difficult, bloody impossible on occasion.
Is it? Turn off the Vulcan, turn off the
随时
informator,
可以出击。
drop the fucking...
My God, chat. My God.
党和人民在看着我们。
Continues. This hellhole
我们遭受了攻击。
continues.
敌在我在。
The other flank too. Yes, got it.
坚决完成任务。风号，我们受到攻击。
I think some sort of sound effect is bugged. I'm not quite sure.
I've had that for a little bit now as well.
It does mildly sound like it could be a minor issue there, yes.
What's happened?
There's a sound bug.
Ketchup, that thing you've got in the cap there up north, that's an artillery piece.
Clean hands, and yes, I know.
风号，我们受到攻击。
It was fine until it didn't become fine.
No, that's a
Until
very
it
long-range artillery piece. That doesn't need to be there.
风号，我们受到攻击。风号，我们受到攻击。
Мы в самое пекло попали.
风号，我们受到攻击。
Мы в самое пекло попали.
风号，我们受到攻击。收到，后勤部队移动中。
Oh, you're resupplying them? Okay. I was going to take care of your boys, Barge.
Well, they don't need your fucking help.
Why, Barge? Why? How could this march into me?
全速前进。
ANAV. Man, how you doing?
Meh.
Meh. Okay.
党和人民在看着我们。然而，和睦在
Order.
Last few cringy-ass Canadians are about to die. Thank God. Nobody wanted them. Remember to retreat the infantry squads you've got that have gotten a little bit of a beating but aren't wiped out, because you can reinforce them, unlike in Steel Division.
That's right.
You see, I wasn't doing that because I just assumed that you couldn't.
Yeah, I thought these things had.
Yep. But yeah, Captain.
I think these are the wrong boats. Yeah, I think those are the wrong boats. I just meant those things.
The leopards did quite well against them.
通讯良好，维持战备状态。
Для нас честь служить под вашим началом. Да, сэр.
Yeah, I saw that, Michael. I realized those were not the right boats. We wanted the one with the little cannon on it. Little Chungju. Wait, the Chungju is the right one. Oh, fuck. Called them in too late.
말씀하십시오.
Yeah, little cannon, see? Cannon.
여기 있습니다. 사정거리 안에 들어오면 사격하겠습니다.
Abrams are pretty good tanks, but that's a lot of shit going their way.
让我们把对方
Was the idea.
Run, little North Koreans, run back to safety. Did I not buy those? I'm confused. Ah, that's what happened. Okay, that makes
How many did you just did you put there? 12 or something? I counted. More likely.
空域敌舰
What?
完毕，随时
How
可
many
以出
tanks
击。
did you just shove my way, you large?
I didn't count. I just kept clicking until it said you're out of points.
That is the way to do it.
Like a true Soviet. Well
Look,
done.
my tanks are shit, okay? I need weight of numbers. Eventually, one of them's going to get a good hit.
Мы
That
в
is
самое
fair.
пекло попали.
Especially at point blank.
We've
Oh, I
managed
just
to
want-
push across the river. We've got the other side now too, boys.
We're just like, no,
Fuzzy,
wrong
flaps to flag.
fiction. Wrong fiction.
He dumped his entire stock on.
지시사항 있습니까?
Fuzzy.
I'm stabilizing, don't
excuse.
worry.
Excuse.
대전방에서 이끌 때가
Yeah, and you
왔습니다.
haven't pushed successfully, so.
Ooh,
but I
the infighting is beginning.
제가 할 일이라도
But the real guilty party here is Disco, who let me snipe one of her command centers with an amphibious assault. Yell at Disco. Yell at Disco. Yell.
No. Fuzzy,
See,
Fuzzy.
they're not
There's not
stupid
much
enough
I
to
can
fall
do.
into that trap just yet.
There's not much I can do with that big boat sitting there. Like, I can't move.
That's true. Kyle is cheating as usual, but that is literally just Kyle. and Kyle.
Deflecting. It's just one big boat. Okay, one big boat.
One big boat that I don't have any fucking.
Look at this boat,
thing against.
Disco. It's on fire, and you're being mean to it.
Какой будет план?
I'm surprised it has
Fucking
ammo.
Udeloy.
It's a Hatsuhara. Yeah, that's not what that's called.
Hatsuyuki, actually. Which means first snow, incidentally.
I say pull those cameras back.
Now we do need these.
공지.
They're chasing for some reason. They need to be on guard.
그렇게 말씀하신다면
Are you too big to fit under the bridges? Oh, I would not
certain-
have expected that.
Certain boats can't fit under the bridges.
Yeah, I figured the Moskets would not be one of them, but apparently they do. Very well then.
Доложу вам, когда будем на месте.
저 말입니까?
God, I love these recoilless rifles so fucking much. They just keep killing Canadians.
It's the cargo trucks that resupply like artillery and AA, right?
Yes.
Yes, logistic trucks.
Me. It booed me.
None of that helicopter crap, this guy.
Все, что прикажете, сэр.
내가 여기 있으면 안 되지 않나?
The PG wars begun to end.
내가 여기 있으면 안 되지 않나?
Pretty fucking much.
Tripods don't seem to like my helicopters.
That's fine. They're out of ammo anyways.
도착하는 대로 보고하겠습니다.
Unless you run. Your boat will become sinky boat. Stop burping me.
내가 여기 있으면 안 되지 않나?
There, I closed it a bit late.
God burn me seal.
That was stupid, Kyle.
Yep, that did it.
그대는 우리 것이다.
Mooch burp.
Mock Deutschland.
내가 여기 있으면 안 되지 않나?
Go back home again, fucking Canadians.
Under the sea.
This is not Korea.
말씀만 하십시오.
You know, Cossie's like, I'll just bring artillery, and I'll just be like, I'll just leave the building. You're missing, Cossie.
I'm defending the trains, Bert.
You're doing kind of a shitty job at it. What can I say?
I'll do a good job at it. You'll see. How many Canadians run those forces? Cassie.
Actually, very few.
But there were some. But there are.
I think you killed about, what's that math? 9 of them?
It's a start.
It's a beginning on the Great Canadian Genocide.
Yeah, who
Please
Canadian
start a
bar?
place like Toronto.
有话直说吧。
Nobody likes Toronto. That's true.
Exactly. Then Vancouver.
Not even the Torontons.
What do you think, Disco? Ban Canada or ban Canada? That ban them.
I call them more artillery pieces. They spawned the wrong end and get themselves killed.
我们受到攻击。
Sounds like something they do.
Fucking
我们受
literally.
到攻击。대기 중입니다.
Wait. Oh, fuck. Wrong button. No.
Did the pin, Cassie?
Yep, I'm working on it right now. Don't worry.
I don't know what that was, but whatever it is, it's exploded.
That's the second one down.
I just see Chinooks lift up like fucking, like, we're leaving.
You don't want no more of this shit.
You see why I had so many? I had so many against the fucking infantry. It's just there's no other options for them.
For the glory of
Can
China.
you see Canadians charging over open ground, getting gunned down in their thousands, like Koreans in the town, rooftop Koreans.
我们受到攻击。
There. Those fucking militia assholes paid for themselves. Especially as they also spotted me your base, so I could really lay into that arty a bit there.
I would have had a lot more, but they got themselves killed.
Get the boats, Barge. The boats.
I don't care about the boats. I don't know boats.
Not to panic, you guys. Things are slightly collapsing. So.
Haynes, are you sort of getting the basics of the game?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like how my
To
units
be fair,
have
it really
range.
helps that this deck is basically designed to spam shit.
It's a
Yes.
yeah, it's a 1980s deck. So anything before 1980, like if you take any of the before 1980 or before 1985, you get a huge bonus to manpower.
Yes.
Like a
Huge
fuck
bonus to mana,
bonus.
huge bonus to units, but all your units will also be very trash. You died, heroes of the fucking infantry. You spotted so many things.
下命令吧，长官。
Heroes of the Republic.
Republic of Korea. Oh, no.
我们受到攻击。
Haynes, we should do both North Korea next time. It'll be funny. It'll be awful.
皇沙百战，穿金甲，不破美帝。万
God, Chinese. Oh no.
Tanks with LMGs on them are nice.
That beeping sound though, I could do without.
准备就绪。
It is a
Yes.
little bit annoying, yeah.
Yeah, I fucking
I
hate
think it's intended to be a little bit annoying because it's like you're losing.
Yeah, but it could still
Yeah.
not be.
Goodbye, Fuzzy.
Fuzzy.
Fuzzy's like,
Fuzzy!
I'm losing. Goodbye.
Farewell. I'll throw myself off this cliff.
Barge,
Wouldn't surprise me.
can tanks take out those boats, or is that a bad idea?
Tanks can take out boats. Remember, my leopards took out your fucking ships.
No reason why they couldn't. Now, I would like to draw everyone's attention to the right-hand side of the map.
They're left, alright. Oh god, Barge.
World War II is starting again! Filthy capitalists.
T-3485s are rolling in by thousands. Particularly effective. Ah, air support, finally.
Get exploded, Kyle.
全体出入，准备转移。全体出入，准备转移。栋梁，周到警卫化。通讯良好，维持战备状态。坚决完成任务。 栋梁，周到警卫化。
Well, Shilkas, I hope you brought extra ammo.
We'll make our own sound effects, chat.
When the game fails to adequately represent the whoosh whoosh whoosh, you have no other choice.
Plus, he's like, what? I don't care about my anymore.
They were never really my friends.
Just rapes him. There's a push across the bridge. My fuzzfuck.
Yeah, but it's just a fuzz fuck.
哇，我们受到攻击，
Like, what do you expect me to do about it?
冲上去接敌传弹。
Fuzz myself?
But
敌在我在。
he died. Concoccia gave 50 pascos to say, where's Bubs? Did he make titty milk again? No, Bubs does an RP on Saturdays.
更新预定。
He's doing an ERP. Because gay.
哇，我们受到攻击。
Would not surprise me over much.
Or just like, I fucking knew it.
随时可以收到。坚决完成任务。 前线指挥部战斗发现雷电。通讯良好，维持战备状态。战况紧急，急速前进。战况紧急，急速前进。 指挥部任务下达，立即执行。
I think it's...
侦察组准备
Why?
就绪。
And how dare you? Well, T-34s, 34s, go kill yourselves and run out of fuel, 1 out of 2. No, or that.
My tummy scratchy.
Look at those fucking stats. Holy shit.
Jesus, Barch is fucking carrying. Even Haynes. Haynes.
What?
I am worth a Cossie and a Disco combined, that is true.
I couldn't do very much because that boat just picked me up every time I came out of those fucking houses.
To be fair,
Next.
right there, that was a demonstration in what recoilless rifles do if they're just allowed to chill, as they sat unmolested in that city for so long.
No artillery
Said
on them?
I eventually ran out of tanks to call in.
They did, but in this game where you can click on the neighboring house and they pretty much teleport over, every time I saw artillery on the way and there's a we'll move.
What about, would that work if they used like napalm artillery?
It's less effective, but really, artillery into a city will only work if the guy isn't paying attention.
It's Kareem.
I'm gonna take a piss quick, be right back.
You don't have permission to do that.
And him.
Yep, you're gonna have to. Banned from the Discord. For good. That's what you get for disobeying the moderators. Good, good. Let the bans flow through you. Do we want to shuffle teams? We could make like a little shuffle thing, but
We will give Fuzzy ketchup.
we will give Fuzzy ketchup.
That way we'll have Fuzzy ketchup.
Give Fuzzy ketchup.
See, Fuzzy ketchup's real funky, because when you eat it, it crunches in your teeth like nom nom nom.
What other map options do we have? We should do a
None.
different.
This isn't Steel Division. This game doesn't have any maps.
Fuck, they hate us.
They
There's-
really do.
There's other maps besides this. Oh my god. A part of me thinks yes, and a part of me thinks no.
Snuggle struggle is real.
Hmm.
Oh, this would be hilarious.
This is literally a line, and I love it. This is
Yes.
literally-
Yes.
This is disgusting.
Much autism. Much autism.
This is a map where flanking is illegal. You just have to grind your ass down the fucking middle.
This looks.
Can flank, but
This-
But do you really want to go into those woods with all those Canadians and all those anti-tank weapons?
I need to make a new deck. I want to play America again.
We should pick some D-listers. I want to play the Dutch, so I'm going to be
People can play
Netherlands.
what they want. I'm gonna
I
play.
can't use the deck you made me.
Yes, Disco, which is why I'm going to send you the North Korea deck.
Okay, so me and Kajab are on the same team now.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
You're
both knew.
welcome, Disco. North Korea, best
Actually,
Korea.
Hans is pretty not that bad, actually, according to the scoreboard last game. He did better than me. But
Yeah,
we
that's
should
not
still,
difficult.
because they're both new, regardless, on principle, we should make sure they're on the same team. So I will switch team. Switch. Get it out. Hands, get out of here!
I'm back.
That was my antivirus. Never mind.
Are we
It reacted to Fuzzy's
mixing up the
presence.
teams?
Yes, you go up blue.
Alright, so I can't use the deck that I had. No. I'd rather not swap. I'd rather get to, like, grips with the one that I have.
Kibs, please
Well-
tell me that deck has shitty T-34s.
Ketchup, you can't be here. Ketchup, go away. Ketchup, go away.
Enhance. Fine.
Hands,
I'll go
come
back
down
to my
here. Disco,
lovely
go up there.
Russian deck. They carried us through the game. Sorry, Soviet Union.
I want to make a new deck. This one will be more communist than the last.
More communist than mine?
But are you going to use communist tactics of sending men in front of two machine gun nests?
That was
Weird.
actually the Americans, if I remember right. Or was that the
I do.
British?
Hmm.
What was the quote? Guts,
Uh,
grit, and determination?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Normandy.
Hold
We're just going to dump a bunch of
on.
men in front of heavily fortified machine gun and artillery positions. And, now granted, they did have naval support, but I don't think it was that effective.
No, a good chunk of that artillery fire, I believe, was targeted a bit more further inland.
Yes.
They hit some
Oh.
of the coast, but those fortified bunkers, they were several feet of fucking reinforced concrete.
Granted, I don't think it would have succeeded if they faced actual professional troops. 'Cause if I remember right, they faced more reserve
Yes.
units.
The first
it would-
units on the beach they hit were reserve units, but then very quickly after, I think it was the 21st Panzer or something like that, launched a counterattack on actual D-Day itself and actually made it to the beaches, but it was soon forced back. It actually cut a hole between, what was it, Canadian Sword or the British Sword Beach and Canadian Juno Beach, I believe they cut a hole through.
Yeah.
But the Canadians actually made it 12 kilometers inland on day one.
Because you Canadians are fucking savages.
Yes, we were the most
No, they
successful-
blended in with the twigs and the trees. That's what happened.
Savages, exactly.
Yeah, we had, and actually it was a D-Day or June 12th, I believe it was. Was it 12th SS? Hitler Youth launched counterattacks against the Canadian forces that landed on D-Day.
Sending
Eh,
a bunch of kids against a bunch of savages. What could possibly go wrong?
Both of you, be quiet. More importantly, Hands, what are you doing?
Readying up.
I'm making a new deck. Because I'm a Chad.
No.
I'm making a Yugoslavian deck. Remember.
Clearly, that deck had no issues with it whatsoever, so I change.
Oh my god, T-34B Lamau.
Hans, you dump a bunch of T-72s, I'll dump my Stokes in front to absorb the fire.
You see, you're assuming I'm looking at what tanks I'm selecting.
Mistake.
T-34s, even better.
Look, does it have, like, treads and then a pointy thing that shoots? Yes.
Exactly, Hans.
This is good.
Because here's the thing, like,
Great.
just looking at, like, all the different equipment, like, you could go really in-depth into that. I am actively choosing right now not to.
It's,
Maybe
you know,
later.
shall I send cheaper tank or more expensive tank?
Like, the only thing I'm realistically looking at beyond that is, like, okay, like, what type of missile, and does it say, like, helicopter or ground? That's the extent of my stratagems.
Granted, I probably should bring more regular artillery instead of rockets, but rockets are just so nice.
I wonder if I should demonstrate to Fuzzy just how fucking good the Israelis can be in a city. 'Cause Israelis don't go and say.
Isn't
Maybe
their
I should.
entire army like built around urban combat?
Maybe I should.
I think it's more professional units.
Maybe
No,
he
yes, they have to
deserves
be. I just mean like in general, their entire tactics are around
Sad
like
fuzzy
urban combat.
noises is always good.
I know one of their weaknesses is their infantry fighting vehicles. Generally, at least the cheaper ones, don't have the 30mm cannons and stuff like
Why
that.
was I
Unless you go to
unready?
unless you go to a 100-point Merkava B, I think is the version.
Or what kind of options does Kib have here? Okay. Alright. This is Yugoslavia. We are a country. We did not exist for long, and we thankfully collapsed.
It's
because
funny,
we
you
were
say
a blade.
Yugoslavia, but when I'm hovering over you, oh no, you're building the deck. Never mind.
LOL.
He hasn't switched yet.
Hey, god damn it. Oh my god, what are these? Meep, meep.
I can't believe the Finns have Stugs.
Meep,
Stolen,
meep.
probably.
Okay, support vehicles. RDs. Those. Did those fire miss anti-air thingies? I think so. Tankus, we got recon, we got vehicles, we don't have vehicles. Trucks. That's
Eager
anti-air.
to try the special forces.
Okay, okay. So, Okay, planes. What's good planes for Yugoslavia? Slubia.
Ones that have engines.
Start. L-21.
I would not be surprised if the Yugoslavians still have prop planes.
I mean, if you make them right, I guess they could still be useful.
The Americans were still using them up into the Vietnam War for close air support, but
Like, if you know the people you're fighting are savages, do you really need to utilize high tech to scout them?
it's fair. But still, the North Vietnamese, that's just on the borderline. They did have some pretty good SAM systems.
Okay, 61 out of 65. I have a few more points to spend. Am I the only one that ever builds decks and has no idea what they're doing and just sort of rolls with it? Am I that
Here's
cool?
the thing, I could
Worship
build
me.
decks.
Shut
I'm
up,
not
ketchup.
going to do it
I'm
on
better
screen.
than you.
Are you?
I am now.
Okay, pay me. Show me you're better.
Oh, I'm better than you. Look at me, chat.
Your wallet book is weaker.
The Chad Kibs is like, Lamau, I hope this works.
You say that? I played a deck I've never even seen, refused to look at any of the cards, and it's like, I'll play this one.
That's the virgin response. Typical.
That sounds like weak sauce.
Remember, no Kibib. That is the name of this deck. Yes. It is awful, and I'm sure it will fail me. Hold on. Switching decks. Remember new Kibib. Kibib! Yeah, I kind of like just making decks. That's kind of the fun part. Now, ready.
I don't like making decks. That is not the fun part.
1985. Okay, that's a bit better than all the other people.
I'm like, yes, it is the fun part,
Forward.
Disco, because I'm like, look at my deck. It looks good. Then I play them.
It's really not.
It's literally the staple of Wargame and Steel Division.
Look at that. Like, no flanking allowed. Straight down the fucking center or be called a cuck.
Okay.
It's the only way.
Watch as Arch is one of those people like near mid game. I say, I'm going to start flanking.
He does that if he loses.
If I was going to, like, if I start playing infiltration game, you fuckers will be sad. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right.
Because infiltration game,
I'll
gay
secure
game.
this zone, I'll secure that zone, and I'll secure that zone. So just focus your points on other stuff.
No, you fucking won't, you scumbag. You won't secure anything. You'll try, but you'll fail, like a dog.
Okay, well, that's as good as it gets for Kib.
Oh, hello. They sound like they're being strangled by cats. I don't like it.
What's that ping for? You just put that there just because you could?
They're conspiring.
Fuzzy's like, I don't know how to communicate because Fuzzy's scared.
Cossie,
Yes.
do something.
I am going to.
You should really bring us a little bit more ground recon too, because your helicopter's probably going to get shot down, and then you're going to be like, I'm blind.
Are you ready to rumble? Probably not. All these maps are in China. What the fuck? What the?
Can't call him all.
Because that's where the war will be.
Exactly. I'm just surprised there's no like Himalayan map, and the Indians aren't in this. Fuck it. Let's try these stupid things out. See what happens. I'm good to go whenever you guys are.
I too am prepared.
I'm good.
I'm ready.
Right, I'll leave one in Delta, so everybody else put your diggity pop forward to attack and glory.
I was going to leave that in Delta, but that's fine then.
I keep wanting to pre-order my
Yes.
units. And it's like, no, you're moving them, right? It's like, no.
You're not allowed to pre-order things. That'd be terrible.
That's truly one of my favorite parts of Steel Division.
I think, also gonna say, if you're in a rush with helicopters, you should put the helicopters over a tree, because that way they'll start up in the air. Otherwise, they'll waste time hovering off the ground. Up.
Did not realize that.
Sounds gay.
That is indeed a part of this silly autistic game.
I just like how my guy said, I hope the enemy doesn't have any air defense. It's like, yes, I bet you hope so as well. But I don't expect you to live past 2 minutes.
In your silly shoes, I too would hope this.
They're fucking Hueys with goddamn giant rockets strapped onto the goddamn sides.
I love the fact that this cancer has just become standard now.
The early game napalming.
Mm-hmm. I think that's Kyle in his helicopter push there.
Yugoslavians are Muslims.
Are they?
Almost to the landing zones, brothers. Almost there. Land. Fucking land. Fucking land. They died heroes, comrade. Oh my god, some of them haven't unloaded. You fools! You have failed me, Anakin. You have failed me.
Doesn't necessarily surprise me, frankly.
What are you guys doing on the streams? Bombs? Okay, I seem to be the only one attacking.
What are you talking about?
Oh my god, you all fucking cling to the tree. What is this cowardice?
Just come fight the Canadians in their natural habitat, the woods.
Oh, we skipped. That was quite close, I must say. Guys, you gotta push into the actual city, though.
They're trying. It's just, it's not necessarily that easy.
No. Not really. Not what I see.
Let's pull you back a little bit. Alright, now I'm following my infantry lead back a little bit there, just to reinforce them a bit.
Okay.
Also to get out of the way of that bombing run. I expended all of my AA ammo in killing all the helicopters, so I'm gonna bring up some more soon.
Fuck, I did too. That was a lot of helicopters we shot down.
It was. But they achieved their purpose of using up all of our fucking ammo.
Fuck, I even used up the goddamn javelins.
I had to fall back on anti-fucking helicopter weaponry, which is unfortunate.
Okay, because my infantry was stupid, and I told them to move somewhere else. It's like, so you want us to run into the napalm, right?
Yes. Chad, yes. That's what I wanted from you. I don't like the Jewish language ketchup. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan. Why aren't you offended, ketchup? Be offended,
Push.
ketchup. Be offended.
These were napalm. Boom.
Oh, I do miss the fallback button. I really do.
Useful button.
Yes, very useful button.
Well then.
Aid. Archer, you playing Israel?
Yes.
Oh, had I known that, I would have picked the Soviet Union. Would have not picked Yugoslavia.
Is that all it would take for you to lose your love of Yugoslavia? It's pretty fucking pathetic, if you ask me.
Against the Israelis, yes.
I said, like, should I teach Fuzzy how good the Israelis can be in fucking woods or cities? And everyone was like, yeah. Because they can be fucking great in cities.
Doesn't matter, Yugoslavia. You go to your death. Just like your country. Like my people. You see it.
Alright, AA. Light him up.
Mm-hmm. It's experimental stuff, is not?
I blame Gundam for that nonsense, by the way, that everyone's like, oh, it's experimental, it's gotta be good, because Gundam is like, it's a brand new prototype. More often than not, that means failed experiment.
Well, it doesn't mean it's a failed experiment, it just means it has yet to be properly tested.
Yes. In other words, more often than not, it will mean failed experiments.
Listen, Bart, your bigoted ways are nothing. He's like, I hear explosions.
You should. Things are exploding after all.
Sorry, but it's broken. I remember I made Arch get triggered once when I said I was all ogre now.
They have nerfed the hell out of the grenade launchers, which makes me kinda sad.
City's kind of toasty.
Not toasty enough. Never toasty enough.
More, chat. More! Burn them all.
When in doubt, cluster munitions.
Yeah, make it. Oh shit, they're counter barraging. I'm surprised how much that misses.
Back to the base, happy little things. Resupply, resupply, resupply.
Well, it's a game. It's lots of
It takes
noise.
surprisingly long to get to the front, despite how small the map is.
Yeah, like I was like, oh yes, I ordered those units. I'm like, oh, that's finally arrived.
Oops. Look, by the time there's infantry there, what Yugoslavia attack.
I like how you were both bombarding the same group of infantry.
Yugoslavia cares not for where it fires missiles anymore. Only that the missiles go out there, so. Boo, 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 boo. Look at that. Look, all the things. Oh my god, chat. Like, wait, a bunch of squares on the screen.
My god, just look at that. That area is just just burnt out beyond belief, is the best way to describe it.
Ah, you hungry, hungry little AA guns. You really do devour that ammo, don't you?
Take who's drive on the road to die and not in cover. These are fundamentals of the game. Sort of like a mood, kinda.
There you go. Took you. Now the fuckers.
It's a game. It makes noises.
Ma komm schon. I should have brought another FOB.
Can you draw supplies for my FOBs?
Yes, we all share FOBs, which is
Okay.
quite nice.
I have 2 of them back there, so fill your boots.
I'm just laying down a little suppressing fire right now. Harassing fire is the correct term.
That is a good correct term. Nice. Started reading a new book recently. Have you ever read Ernst Younger's Storm of Steel, or The Storm of Steel?
No, but I've been wanting to / thinking to, because apparently it's good.
I'm actually reading right now, and it is exceedingly good. Get the 1929 translation. Apparently the later translations, they took out all of his nationalism and stuff.
Of course they did.
Exactly. So I got the full unadulterated German.
One day, Kyle, I'll show you how to make a good Yugoslav deck, because Yugoslavia is actually one of the best nations in the game for armor.
Oh, I made an infantry deck.
Yes.
Womp womp.
But you know
Yugoslavia has actually got one of the best armor decks in the game, because their tanks are really good, and they're stupid cheap in comparison to how good they are. Well, you have a lot of aircraft at least.
That I do. Tanks and stuff. Do tank and stuff. Meh.
There you go. See that with T-72 M1? Like that thing is almost as good as a Merkava.
I call this the Yugoslavian line. The line of Slavia. The Sluvians.
Well, you shouldn't call it that, because that's a fucking stupid name.
A dash cow. Yugoslavia.
Man, it would be nice to see where cover is and where cover is not.
I know.
Just so I can be like, am I inside the forest line here, or what? Am I too deep inside the forest line?
The C button is much missed.
That it absolutely is.
It's like right now, I'd love to know where my infantry. Oh, finally! They can finally draw the line.
Keep bringing ammo and men up to the front line, little supply trucks.
You need supply trucks and large things while I.
No, I'm shuttling them up as they are needed.
Okay.
Boop.
Oh, if they have advantage. Definitely should have brought more FOPs.
I still have one that's completely untouched.
Yeah, I see that.
Game, I'm explicitly telling you to unload.
Fuzzy, are you going around the flanks?
Yes. There. I imagine that made some holes in some things.
What holes? What you on about, Willis? Like, the game is a game. And sometimes you need to press buttons. Other times you just stare. Stare. And you hear. And you don't do anything. Fuzzy, these do us little good. Over there.
Finu landu landu, finu landu, landu do finu. I've burned down so much of the vegetation I can actually see past the area where there was once a forest.
bombs hit the rock, but they don't detonate.
I have created a hole.
We need to rebalance the teams, methinks.
Worked out pretty well for me, I guess. We have
Artillery.
some different skill levels, but such is. We do need to get better at figuring out who is good at this and who isn't, because that's the difference too. We can't just go by Steel Division standards.
It's fucking noticeable here, badly.
Fuzzy. You creeping around the flanks again.
Is he?
Yep.
Oh, that's not really a flank though. Like that's the road on the way to the center. I can say that. I can see that.
Arch's skill level is so high that I think Arch has to take. Like,
To be fair, he did play a fairly good nation as well.
Not even just that. His skill level's pretty high. We have to balance via skill level. I do think that's something we're gonna do. If we want to get any interesting matches, because this has been a pretty one-sided fight.
Well, the issue is, like, my tanks can't really get close at all.
The thing with, if your tanks can't get close, you just have to literally hide. I know that sounds stupid, but you have to wait till they get point blank and then shoot them. Which means hide them in the fucking trees. Fuzzy, don't fucking throw the tanks away over again. Like, I'm gonna start commenting on it because it's actually hurting me now. Don't drive up to the tree line, Fuzzy. You can't outrange him.
Yeah, he did the right thing there. He moved up when he was in range to actually try and do some damage.
He didn't do any damage, though.
That's true. That's because they're fucking Stugs. Now, granted, these tanks are awful. Like, these tanks are my meat shield tanks. They're M60s.
Well, the
basically.
thing is, that's not helpful advice. The thing is with Stugs is you want to hide in this game? Fuck. If you're using Stugs, like, okay, you hide them in the trees and you wait till they come to you. You don't move to them. Ever.
Sadly, there's no efficient shots in this game like in Steel Division. That was a really nice button, too. Like, don't shoot until you can actually penetrate their armor. Wise words.
No, I shoot when I want.
Steel Division is just much more, or is a much more polished game.
But it's also
Yes.
easier. Like, this game's much more difficult to play. Because it doesn't tell you information at all by comparison. There's a cheat button in Steel Division, which
Yes,
makes the
that's
game
true.
super fucking trivial by comparison. We don't have that button here.
The C button is very nice.
There's no C button.
The C button is a big deal. It's also that this game, shit is just a lot more lethal in this game. Which is why, like, one of the key skills that most of you do need to learn is unit preservation. Like, I am constantly retreating my units to heal them, and unlike in Steel Division, these units do gain veterancy.
That's cute, but that doesn't matter here.
Like, when we're getting pushed in this bad like that, yeah, we can't
Yeah,
afford
there's
that.
no fucking retreating.
Because, like,
right
I'm
now.
looking at this artillery barrage, and it's like, yeah, can't really retreat.
Well, the problem
Oh,
with
that-
this game is there is no, like, if we're playing
It does need
miners-
an actual fallback button, yes, like in Steel Division. Buster Art is just a little head pad.
line of sight system that makes me hate playing this game so much.
This is why I and Kyle need to be on the same team, because we don't get salty then.
I'm not salty at you. I'm salty at the fucking LOS. It wouldn't matter if I was on your team right now, or I wasn't.
I think it would.
Thing is, I was getting mad at the line of sight system in the previous game.
The line of sight system is terrible.
Like, how planes work in these games needs to be fucking reworked. How airplanes and everything needs
Never
to be
attack. Fire position. Fire position is the only button.
I know.
Anything else is digging for
Not gonna lie,
trouble.
I'm kind of annoyed at how inefficient helicopters are at dealing with infantry. Because you would think a helicopter with a minigun would be able to mow down like an infantry division pretty nicely.
This game isn't
Not
realistic.
a point
It's
blank
still
range
arcade.
in a forest, no. Because like yes, you may have one minigun, but there's 40 machine guns firing up at you.
You guys are out of points pretty much at this point. Like, it feels like you guys are.
Points?
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to,
I'm spending them as soon as I get them.
Транспортный корпус прямо задействован.
well, at least we have anti-air. Fucking. Oh my god, so stupid. Get them in there somehow.
Beep beep.
Meep meep.
Brother Shadow donates $5 saying napalm makes your skin feel fine. Napalm cost $1.29. Sadly, it doesn't, and that's also not true. Glow in the Dark donates $10 say let's talk about facts of China's military. My favorite is Chinese rulers would send out 2 rival generals with an army. Generals were disloyal. Hope was rival general would stop the other. Well, you can hope in one fucking hand.
You can hope in the one hand and shit in the other. That's the saying I remember. Only one of them will. You can hope in one hand and you can shit in the other. Only one of them will be full.
I want a Star Wars mod for this, goddammit. The infantry combat looks like that.
I just want this to be a future setting with fucking Nekus. That's all I want.
That would be hilarious.
Fantastic.
I'm definitely feeling this deck's lack of infantry.
I mean, see, now that we fall back to this little hellhole
Yes, my
forest,
deck.
I can hold
My
this.
deck is the infantry, or the not infantry, the armor deck.
But it don't matter anymore.
I don't have much infantry.
Oh, I think it's just this. Is it armor deck though? I think I thought it was
Yes.
just a standard starter deck.
No, it's not the standard starter deck. It's the Soviet deck.
Okay,
It's the Soviet
but
armor
is it?
deck.
Okay, is it actually armored?
Yes,
Wow.
it's the armor deck.
Sure, fuck it. Yep, we have finally sucked all of the FOBs dry.
That just means we have had enough artillery.
Oh, fucking Yugoslavia bar! Hey, kill him. Keep fucking running, boys. It's just me in this forest by myself.
Soon it won't even be that.
I mean, it's been that way forever. I don't think the infantry AT guns even work on these tanks.
Oh no, they do. The thing is, they've got grenade launchers, so they stun the fuck out of your dudes before they even fire most of the time.
Yeah, this was very one-sided. That, I think, was the most one-sided game I've seen us ever play in Steel Division and in Wargame.
I don't know about that. I've seen worse.
That was pretty fucking awful.
Though the score does indeed hint at a mild disparity.
A gargantuan disparity. We'll have to rebalance. Arch, you have to take both noobs. Fuzzy and Hands. What? I'm kidding, Hands. You're not that bad. Fuzzy's like,
The
"What?"
thing is, like, here's
I think
here's the thing. I did pick a bad deck for that map
Yeah, same here.
because my deck was the armored deck, which
go
meant
ahead.
like I had very little infantry to actually deal with all the infantry pushing through the forest because they kept sniping my tanks.
Yeah, pushing tanks into trees is not the best thing to do
The-
if you don't
the-
have
the
infantry
thing-
support.
I
thing is-
need tea since you have super chats.
We do. Hold
I'll
on.
be
Glow in the
back.
Dark donates $5. Say, two general system work rather well. Actually, due to the fact that Chinese, especially high society, have excessive pride and held grudges against rivals. That's why kind of the Romance of the Three Kingdoms is kind of an interesting period, because you have these sort of like epic rivalries between these very powerful and influential people.
Imagine that.
We need to
See,
do a Hearts of Iron Strings
Ozzy,
competitive.
ketchup.
That'll make salt.
All you need to do is just hammer your head against wherever the enemy is. Okay? You just
No,
keep
that's
them
a
still.
That is a terrible, terrible recommendation.
No, it isn't at
Really is.
all. No, just keep them still, and then I'll do the rest of the work.
That teaches us nothing.
But look at Kossi. Look at Kossi and Disco. They were the rocks who chilled out in the village, held that objective, and I
But
killed
that
shit.
teaches, and that teaches us basically
Hands
don't
is
do
a
anything.
point. Like that's not actually learning the game. That just means Arch you carry.
That basically means we don't do anything.
They need
besides
to
sit
be
there.
able to make their own like
Yeah, but
actual plays.
in this game, you have to learn how to defend first, because attacking is far more complex.
I mean, to be fair, I don't really know what happened on the left flank. All I know is I pushed into the town. I fucked up the clicks in the orders. The helicopters I have were much slower than the Chinese special forces, so they didn't offload in time. So I accidentally clicked on the way, and then after that, it was just a pure fucking like wash. Only 4 special ops units even made it, despite every helicopter reaching its destination and nearly touching down. That was kind of annoying.
The thing with helicopters is, except for in very specific circumstances, they're almost always more risk than value.
They are, but in that instance, they were definitely well worth the risk. The aim was to secure the ground with special forces units, so that they could easily pick off any infantry that got there quickly, while our dudes slowly got it. The issue is, too many of our guys actually deployed into the forest for some reason, and so the 4 units that did get there held their little section, but didn't matter. But then Hans and Fuzzy did roll into the town later on, and then they did manage
Oh no,
to
the
get
thing
it
is, I had infantry that was trying to get in. It just then there was a push in from the forest side, so all the units that I had there basically kept grinding against that.
Yep, and I had infantry coming. This for some reason they took the long road instead of the short road, and then was microing other units.
And here's the other thing.
Sudden Cringe is something really good though. The match ended when the initial fight for the town ended, and that was actually relatively early, because then it turned into a skirmish in the forest on the left, and the town was lost. The game
What you should
ended
do
very early.
after every match like this, go to profiles. There's a replay system. Have a quick look at the replay, because one of the things in this game too, just like Steel Division, is you can mind fuck yourself so very often into thinking like, oh, I was completely blocked, and then you look at the replay, and it's like there were 5 dudes in front of me. Like it gives you valuable understanding.
That was
of
not
the back
my
end of the
issue.
game.
That was not the issue, at least for me in that game. The
Oh,
issue
it
was
was.
Actually,
Like,
it wasn't. No.
I saw you. You were about to break through 2 or 3 times. Like at one point, there was literally 2 or 3 tanks in front of you.
We're talking about 2 different parts, because I mean, like once you took the town, like that's where I'm thinking, or what I'm trying to think about right now. And it's basically your Merkavas were basically sniping all the tanks that was trying to push up.
On the other side? No, that was I was facing off mostly against Kyle and Fuzzy over that side.
I saw Merkavas.
No, your tanks were sniping my tanks when they were trying to roll up.
Hans, are you talking about the woods fight where there were Merkavas sniping into the woods?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Same thing happened. I tried to push up with Hans, and the same thing was happening. Probably should have moved up a recon unit up just to help with that, but
Well, I was trying to. It's just the issue is Kossi also had AA units in there.
I'm back.
They're not. They go, okay.
So you're telling me there's no auto build, so I can't tinker with it later? Gay.
No, we
Discard
gotta put
changes.
together.
Time to build. They didn't do as well as well, they weren't even good.
Do another game, Blondie.
Okay, but I was gonna look at the replay. We're a cost sucker.
No, but I need to know if I'm blue for or red for, so I can figure out what deck to build. I'm trying to force myself to get in the habit of building more decks so I can try to figure it out better. Yugoslavia motorized was probably a bit of a mistake.
No, well, mechanized. It's not necessarily, but their best is armor by far. They are one of the best armor nations in the entire game.
Yugoslavia. Okay.
No,
Armor.
they have an excellent armor deck.
I want to take a look. Let's go tweak the deck.
Yugoslavia and Czechoslovakia. Czechoslovakia too can have excellent armor.
Czechoslovakia.
I want to practice Finland more. I really like their.
Oh, you
deck.
can't
This
change
deck's
the
a bit-
type of deck? That's annoying. Or can you? I didn't do that. You can't.
Let's switch out the Stokes because
Eh.
I like the idea, but
Red 4. Yugoslavia. No, Czechoslovakia. Let's look. That's mixed up. Czechoslovakia armored.
be right back.
Oh, they have the fucking T-72 M2 Moderna.
Moderna, a little bit.
I mean, it doesn't look too impressive.
Yes, yes. I like this.
Ah, the Eastern Bloc. They had that silly tank look.
Right. So for the Yugoslavians, the M91A Vihor is an absolute monster of a tank. Absolute monster. It has 22 front armor and a 70% accuracy, 22 AP main gun. It is an absolute fucking beast. The smaller Vihor at 130 points is also really good with a fantastic gun. Its only real shortfalling is armor, but with the Vihor tanking, that's not an issue. Furthermore, too, the T-55s are not bad, not for 55 points, not at all. And the M84s, they too, really good for the price. The 75 pointers in particular. Again, armor somewhat lacking, but fantastic main guns.
Are these the teams that we're in now?
I don't know. What are the teams? We haven't even looked at the teams yet.
Yeah, I'm more so looking at the decks right now.
Yeah, I'm messing with my decks.
Well,
To be...
kind of need to know because I don't have a deck for this.
Switch over to blue for them. Good. Come, disc. This.
Yeah, it costs you one head over. Switch it up a little bit.
I do not have a red 4 deck.
Fine.
Because he is only able to play Canada in any game.
No, I just don't like the Russians, to be honest.
But
Or
Because he is
all
only
this
able
Russia.
to play Canada in any game. Have you ever seen Gossi not play Canada?
You've seen me play the Germans several times. It's just I don't
Well-
like the Russians.
We'll just play some nice shitty decks. I'll pick Finland too, and we'll have a Baltic alliance.
Gigantic Stug wall.
Eh.
Much autism. Yeah, I'm gonna try to Vigilant, the BTR 50 Vigilance.
I don't even bring any Stugs. I bring the T-72s, T-55s. They're good. Stugs, I don't think I
Oh,
have
I'm
any
on
of them.
blue for now.
Well, you could come over. I mean, disc. Kind of balance, but we can't come.
Balance. Who would come over
Wait.
here?
Am I even bother with helicopters?
This is fine.
That
This is entirely fine.
Yes, this is perfectly fine.
No, that's fine, because then
We get, like,
we'll
2
just get
points.
sad fuzzy noises.
I'm
I mean,
curious
you
what would
could-
happen.
Kossy's a good teachy person, so I mean he'd probably do well with ketchup, but I don't know, Ketchup, if you pick a decent deck and me and Fuzzy and Kyle pick meme shit, it wouldn't be the worst, because then we can play fairly relaxed.
So those two go blue for?
Yeah, and then we pick meme decks. Like, Finland's pretty fucking memey
What
already.
you're saying is I'm switching sides because I'm pretty sure I'm on Team
Yep.
Red.
Click yourself
Ja,
and switch.
Kameraden! Mein
Really?
Kameraden!
What's a good meme nation for red for then?
Triple Finland.
Yes.
Triple
just
Finland.
Finland has a lot of meme to it.
Oh,
Like, if you want to just spam Stugs, just cuz.
Alternatively, we could do literal Baltic front, and you pick Poland. There we go. Our Baltic alliance.
Okay, I'll do Poland. What's good for Poland? Armored, motorized, support? Probably not support.
Poland, I think, was a fairly good either mech or motorized. Motorized usually is shit.
The mechanized.
It gives you access to the Commandusi, but you don't get access to their great transports for them there. That's not as good.
So, mechanized for Poland? Yeah.
You don't get access to the good thing. That's the thing. Let me check here. So the Commandusi with the Scoot. The Scoot is motorized only. Oh, motorized sucks a lot of ass though.
I don't really want to be sunken ass though.
Honestly, with Poland, I'd either go non-focused because that gives you access to the Bex mix and the Commandusi are really good, or I'd probably just go straight up armor.
What do they have for armor?
Like their armor isn't great, but it's not bad either.
Well, that's not very reassuring.
Well, Poland's not really like the way we usually play Poland is with lots of the Commandusi, which are great. But they're only really available in motorized decks. So, well, you could do, I guess. You can do mechanized, I think. Can you do mechanized? Let's go to. No, motorized only. So I'd either do motorized for the meme, and then you just suck ass, or I'd do non-specific.
Probably non-specific. Probably. Otherwise, it'll be an absolute detriment.
Well, we're double playing Finland. We're already gonna be an absolute
I know,
detriment.
but any further, and it'll just be a fucking hogwash. You don't want that. Oh god, Poland.
Should it all be Finland?
Think about it, Poland is not a bad deck.
Hey, Fuzzy, isn't that the same one you've been playing, like, seriously the whole time?
First one was USA. The second one was Finland.
What do you want? The Commandusi, Kyle, the red infantry at the top. They're your best boys. They're great boys. And the thing is, their transport, the Scoot, it's one of those precious 150 kilometer per hour transports. They're fantastic rushes. And the Commandusi are fucking rough infantry too.
So those are the infantry.
They also got faggots. The faggot isn't very good, but it's a faggot. Another thing too, the SPG-9Ds
Support.
recoilless rifles.
Oh.
Good shit.
Which are
Good shit.
SPG, you say?
SPG-9D. They kind of look like the Commandusi. They're near the bottom of the infantry tab.
Commandusi. We'll find them eventually. SPG-9Ds?
Yes.
Recoilless rifle.
Excellent weapons. Poland's also one of the few nations in which an air mobile deck is kind of feasible because their basic helicopters are really fast, fairly cheap with the 23mm cannon, and they've got AA helis coming with Igla anti-air missiles.
Oh, God. NDA donates £5 to say, sup, usual tip here. Workplace fire is dawn now, but a facility not operational for a few days, so free holidays. Well, congratulations.
Nice.
Hopefully no one was injured. Maybe try World in Conflict next.
World fucking fire support.
Be beautiful. Just go be like, what happening? Why are the skies on fire?
That's because the fire in the sky is just life, love, and freedom and all that.
Deskers.
Fire
Deskers,
in the sky.
Weskers.
Deskers, Weskers.
See, she seems to be okay with it.
She
Like,
does,
no
weirdly enough.
comment.
What?
What?
Ah,
What are you
Just-
talking about?
Deskers,
was-
Weskers.
Deskers,
Calm
Weskers.
down. Is Kyle done making his deck yet?
No, not quite. I've got to figure out real quick. I mean, thing is, I kind of know what these things mean. A little bit.
This
Well,
is why,
this
even
guy.
though they're terrible, I'm
Oh.
just playing with the pre-mades.
Deskers, Weskers. Deskers, Weskers.
No, not those tanks. Those tanks
What
are
are you
garbage.
talking about, Arch?
I'm talking about your whiskers.
I don't have any whiskers.
Actually,
That's
humans
not...
have, like, facial hair. All humans, even women's.
Yes. Yes.
I was gonna ask Disco, when are you gonna get those whiskers surgically implanted?
Disco's
Deskers,
beard.
Weskers, little Weskers.
I don't have beard.
Is this another Arch fetish?
She has Weskers.
It'll just be one quick plastic surgery after that to move your ears.
It's
Okay,
not
well,
my fault she has Weskers. It's hers.
So what's brought this on? Like I said, I was tapped out reading something.
do you?
It's fine.
I don't
Boredom.
think
You
you
don't
want
need to know.
I don't think you're allowed to know. She's like, what?
All right.
All
I'm back
right.
to reading then.
Reading your manga?
No.
I'm not a weeb.
You kind of are, though. At the very least, you should be.
Poland
Why?
is.
Oh,
It's really just picking
why should I be?
kind of garbage on what.
Carl just doesn't recognize potential when he sees it, and it's kind of sad.
I mean, the infantry, I see potential. But that barge is where that is. Scoot, scoot.
Boop, beep, boop, I'm a boat.
Rail ski. Some anti-air because God loves anti-air. And tanku time. What's some good Polish tanku do? The Twardy. That looks decent. Bit expensive though. T-72s are not bad though, if I remember right.
The Twaddy is a bit expensive, yes, but it's an excellent tank. But the real star of the Polish deck is the T-72 Jaguars.
I was
Because
looking at
they're
those.
dirt cheap, and they have fantastic guns.
Good for hardened or vet trained? Probably hardened.
Hardened. You don't need that many of them. But, well, trained might even work too, because, well, no max veterans, because you want them to hit. Their gun is the entire point of them,
Best
after all.
tank to take for my last slot would be the Twardy, right? Or the T-70. Yeah, Twardy. Twardy
The
looks like the
Twardy
best.
is great, it just needs a little bit of babying, because it's very valuable.
Oh god, they're gonna explode when I'm not looking.
And that should make you sad.
Scout trucks. Scout chukka chukkas. Vehicles. We Probably not. Helicopters, they have options, but I've never really found helicopters to be particularly outside of like things heavy like Apache and Heinz.
The so-called is excellent if you want to be rushing anything, because they'll make sure enemy helicopters can't stop you.
Oh, the anti-chukkas?
Yes, Iglis, AoE fire infrared missiles.
Chukkas. And then some fucking actual Heinz.
Otherwise, the rest of it's not very, very good. They do have the Hind with the Cocoon heat missile, which isn't bad. It's one of the better Hind missiles.
Close air support, anything particularly fancy?
The Polish Air Force is not the best in the world. MiG-29, 113, just for air superiority.
MiG-29, 913. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, honestly. That's at least some sort of air superiority fighter.
The MiG-19 PM carries 4 fire and forget infrared missiles, which can kind of be used as very, very super budget AA, but if you're already picking up a MiG, it's not necessarily a deal.
Let's see. TV guidance missiles. That's for shooting ground vehicles, right?
TV guidance is fire and forget range ground. So basically, you want to kind of circle it in an area, let it fire at long range, and then turn away. They're not bad.
Something.
It's fucking expensive for 2 of them, but...
Okay.
And of course, bringing some seed is never a bad idea.
Bobs. Fly helicopters. The big ones. And some capture building vehicles or capture point vehicles. And then infantry, we've maxed it out. Support vehicles. Probably more AA. Topals, maybe. I find missile AA to be kind of mediocre in this game. It just burns through ammo.
It does, but it does kill shit too.
I know, but if you spam the ones that shoot with the little cannons, like, they kill too. And then artillery.
How dare you groan over there?
He's tired.
How dare you make the groaning noises?
My deck's almost done. Need to figure out what to dump the last things.
I do enjoy the fact that the Finnish Special Forces are named Sissy.
Oh no. And for vehicles, there's just like the T-55. Like, what the fuck? It just sits there. Better get the Conquerors, because they can at least shoot missiles. And they could be annoying for somebody.
Missiles.
To grab some of those, we can even use the anti-infantry if we wanted. There.
Only if you wanted to.
No boats. Poland can't into sea.
Yeah, everyone can into sea.
Now, sadly, the name of the deck was just fucking stupid. I didn't name it. But I know which one it is.
Why do you always forget to at least give them a name?
He does this every time.
We're doing you click create. The top thing is deck name.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Finland. Finland versus Canada, the US, and Blue Dragons. Oy.
Don't worry.
This is gonna be interesting.
I'm restricted
This
to
is
1980s. Oh, so it seems the game's starting, Disco.
Oh. I guess I just
Oh
back
boy.
in.
This is gonna be interesting.
Oh boy, Finland. Oh boy.
I like the Finland deck, but oh, the autism you can pull.
We need a tribes people deck, where rocks are their special ranged weapon.
The equivalent of Finland.
The thing is, too, like when Disco figures out how to use her deck, we're gonna have to nerf Disco because that's actually a really fucking good deck.
Nerfs go. Yeah, I saw her use her vehicles. Luckily, she's Still learning the game mechanics, because those
So,
fucking keys could
you
hurt.
two little noblet poblets should be over at Ivan and Gregory, and I'll kind of be like support, basically.
Okay. I will take, in that case, I will leave Ivan to you, Fuzzy. And I will take Gregory.
What
I'll
are
take Elena and Dimitri.
There you go. What was that, Kibs? No, I was getting confused.
You focus on Ivan, and I'll focus on Gregory.
Okay.
Should we fight over the nautical one, or just say like, fuck it?
I know my deck does not have any boats.
I mean, Polish doesn't have any.
Arch and I do have boats, but
I'll give you an extra FOB. You gonna send a supply command vehicle to Elena? I take it, Fuzzy.
Yes. I'll put what does it say?
I'll get Gregory.
Arch, you're gonna focus solely on that bridge, or to support, or you want some help?
Mostly support. I don't need help.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, you know what?
At least we can think about it.
Never fucking mind.
I'm ready. Excuse me. I'm ready when you guys are.
I'm ready. Sudden Cringe asks Arch, or I guess Arch and Disco, what is she using? Blue Dragon armor?
Blue Dragon. I don't think I put any specialization on it to give her lots of stuff. Lots of IFVs and tanks. Good shit, good shit. Muy bueno. Yes, yes.
Yeah, Disco, can I make a suggestion?
Not if you value your life.
You see where I have the two defensive things pinged? I'd recommend you push over to where I have the attack ones. We're going to hold that line. I recommend we hold that line there and try and push up the other way. And I have troops that I can hopefully hold those positions. Going there.
Okay.
Ready? Yeah.
Yeah, I have 75 points, so I think I'm good.
Good. Ready?
Hang on then, if we're
Nope.
going elsewhere, I'm gonna need to move some stuff. Where was the thing? This. Alright, I think I'm ready.
Hands? Ready to?
Yeah.
Okay. That should be everybody.
Make it a button and make it a game go whoosh. Finland, Finland, Uber alles. Finland, Finland, Uber alles.
Zamelduj się, gdy dotrę na miejsce.
Oh God, the Finnish language.
Zaraz tam dotrę.
It truly is a crime against the ears.
Szybciej, kierowco, spieszy nam się.
Like, holy shit, it makes the ears bleed.
Archer real shit rig.
That was an arch.
Hey.
At least if you're talking about the firebombing. That was fuzzy.
On the enemy team.
That was Fuzzy. What the fuck
Fuzzy's
you blaming me
learning.
for, you scumhole? Now, Fuzzy's been doing that for a while. After I did it to him, he's like, that's a neat trick. And now everybody gets that treatment. And hey, it's a very fucking neat way to guarantee that a rush succeeds. Fuzzy, why did you stop? Fuzzy, you stopped on the wrong side of the... Fuzzums, you little...
Other
Beat
side.
you. Beat you. No, like, if you're... Fuzzy, if you're putting down fire, specifically to ensure the enemy's rush doesn't come and screw you, get greedy, rush deep, Fuzzums.
Broń sprawdzona i przygotowana.
Now that Fuzzy has been properly beaten for his fucking sins. Yakari, yakari.
Fuzzy thought you were gonna secure Ivan. Fuzzy, you move both of you.
Fuzzy is a little bit like, what am I doing? I don't know, Fuzzy. I'm not entirely certain anymore.
Zmieniamy stanowisko. Uruchomić silnik. Ktoś dzwonił po taksówkę?
The poor Yakaris are now walking across the bridge like... Yes.
Ktoś lata mytą ziemi. Dobra, bierze. Na śniadanko do łóżeczka?
Secure those buildings, Fuzz.
Jacyś chętni na kurs taksówką? Na rozkazce. Ktoś dzwonił po taksówkę?
Good fuzz. Good fuzz. Can't you feel the fuzz inside of you grow stronger?
He's not sure what's happening.
Who are you? Who am I? Why am I here? Why the fuck are my dudes speaking Finnish? I don't understand a single bloody word. That's fine. I don't even think the Finnish understand what the fuck they say most of the time. I'm pretty sure it's a fake retard language myself.
Co piechota może dla pana zrobić, ser?
I keep pressing the fucking C key. I keep doing it.
I know your pain, Archer.
Disco. Why did you do that to my poor boats?
Your poor boats.
This Disco's smart brought actually anti-ship weapons.
The way she sounds, you poor boats! Did I hurt their feelings? Disco, you really are a pretty bad woman, you know that?
I thought you might bring boats over here.
Just getting
No nice
snarkier.
person. No nice person would be like, I killed dozens of Chinamen with that.
Racist Disco.
Chinese aren't alive.
I think a lot of good people would do that, Arch, to be honest.
You do want to volley fire it, though, because if it fires like once at a time, they'll just shoot it down.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way.
Yes. Volley fire is the way to go. Turn off their weapon. Click on them. Click on the weapon icon. That turns it off. And wait until it's fully loaded, and then fire it.
Okay.
Actually, this is going way too fast. I'm gonna abandon the cap up here because this is a little bit gay, and I only set it to 500 points because I forgot.
God damn.
Shut. Zip.
Fucked
You
up.
whore. Zip.
Fucked
I
up.
will beat you.
Fucked up, Disco. What are you gonna do? Gonna beat Arch? Take turns? I won't beat him. Just me. I want Arch to myself. Dang.
Woman, why? Stop it. Now, please. Never, never again. Alright, catch up. You keep doing the thing. Take your infantry out of their things before they get shot to pieces. Otherwise, your little dudes will die screaming inside of them. Also, that's a lot of fucking commandos. Like, don't even think about attacking that without some serious fucking firepower support. Also remember that your mortars and shit have smoke rounds, which are amazingly good. Just lay down smoke everywhere. That way you can't be shot.
Also recommend, once you have the smoke down, those mortars are fast enough firing and aiming that drop the smoke, move your infantry forward, as a
Fuzzy.
result, pound the position.
We're about to
Right.
get betrayed.
Prepare yourself, enemy team. There's about to be a horde of fucking AI screaming your way.
Oh, Jesus.
15, 13, 12.
Fuzzy's quiet. He's dead.
Fuzzy is quiet.
Fuzzy! It's gotta be your computer. Like, this is two
Up there.
games now.
Fuzzy is back. That's not a good sign.
He's gone.
Yep.
Oh,
Right, Kyle, I think we need to step up the fucking heat if we're gonna finish this before the AI bleeds us dry.
Yeah.
See, that's how you do it. You drop the smoke, move the infantry forward, hit them with the arts, hit them with the mortars while they're covered.
I certainly wanted to do this game.
That's the proper Canadian way. That's how we fucking won the First World War.
No, you're pretty gay. It's true.
Record.
Alright,
That's
has...
broken.
Oh, hold on. Oh, it's given all of Fuzzy units to me.
That's
oh my
different.
god, that's even worse.
I mean, for them, yes, that's a whole of lawless.
Yes.
Alright. Well,
I mean, I already gave you some, acronyms. Whatever the high rank 165.372 is.
Disco, the K9 Thunderer is an artillery piece. It is currently cosplaying as an assault cannon. This is kind of like your assault Katyushas.
I don't know why it's done all the way up there. I don't think I hold it.
Did you give it an attack order, perhaps?
Maybe. I didn't tell it to shoot at things. I didn't expect it to wander off to.
Again,
Because
I highly
normally
recommend the fire at ground order.
I normally have it right back at the spawn point, so.
That would be the wise position to have
That early push for us.
Well, I think perhaps it has taken an initiative.
Of its own, some might say.
Well, you should reward it for taking initiative. It's very valuable in modern armies, I've heard. Bum, 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 bum. Lots of dead Canadians. Canadians. Lots of dead Canadians. Canadians, Neds. Right, well, if I just moved forward here, I'm pretty sure the game ends, so I'm not.
Jetzt ich kenne China Konstellation.
The only thing I don't like about the niche deck is that the helicopters, they don't exactly finesse helicopters, but that's not.
It's not really have helicopters. That and their language is a true pain.
Well, on the bright
How
side,
would
this
they-
round will be fucking Christ.
Granted, that was kind of ridiculous.
Well, that's quick.
No, the napalm is a good thing, though, you know, when we start doing that, we're probably all gonna have to start doing that. Because it's a very good move. Alternatively, what you can also do to try and cuck it is you call in a quick air superiority fighter, and you can score yourself a fair few early game point kills. It isn't terrible.
I was a little greedy. I was clearly greedy with it first almost.
You gotta be greedy. Like, if you're playing down napalm, that means you've invested a fuck ton of points in fucking aircraft. Like, you have to make that shit pay for itself.
Yeah, especially if you know where the move fast routes are, you can very easily. Oh, looking at this game makes me question opportunities and best of all mods.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell. That's a storm of cum lead right there.
Not many places in life.
Little barge naval invasion.
Alright. Well, the Finns have landed. Kelsey, this is a lot less defense than I'd expected out of you.
Yeah, I was trying to bolster on the left there and help the attack go forward, but
Yeah, I don't blame you for trying to do that. Especially after they're really
The problem is, Kelsey, like, that was a silly thing to do, because you're like, well, Arch is opposite me. He'll sit quietly, right?
yes, as you point the mistakes out, it becomes more obvious, but They
That
say
arch
Heinz-
fella, remarkably passive in his bearing, as it turns out.
No, I was thinking Arch is a kind, generous person. He
What
won't
you need
railroad
Mate,
to
me.
is to
this
release the
arch-
inner Canadian and
This blonde little shit.
yeah.
That was so
What,
short.
Kasi, what you need to do is unleash your inner World War II Canadian and start being a savage little shit. Play as dirty as you can
Yeah,
be
those
like a true
fucking
Canadian.
Polish infantry. Holy Christ.
I told you!
Look at that shit. That's retarded.
Like, the fucking Commandosi are not bad. You doubted me. You slut. Your project looks very impressive.
To be fair, Fuzzbutt does get credit for napalming that fucking street.
Yes.
Well, when it's a rather simple explanation. Arch already said it. When you
Oh,
on the
now he's
receiving
getting
end-
snarky. Fuck.
No, I'm complimenting.
It's a
Arch
rather
and-
simple explanation, you see,
Yes.
peasant.
He's
God,
complimenting
you
himself. He's
ignoramus.
like, let me pat myself on the
Oh,
head.
I'm not allowed to compliment Arch. That's an evil thing to do.
He's
Right.
getting
I notice you're
defensive.
distracting. I notice you're distracting me from trying to compliment Arch from kicking my ass.
It's a really good fucking strategy, because odds are you're gonna get your bombs away. Like, very rarely will you get intercepted. And it basically pauses the enemy team for like a minute.
Because
big
how long
deal.
does the napalm last? Definitely
A while in this game.
Like a
Like,
couple
it's not
minutes.
worth it in Steel Division because the napalm does fucking nothing, but here it lasts a while. And the thing is, if you try to rush through it, often you'll be able to, but sometimes your dudes will be worm, and then they'll panic, and then they'll simply stop inside of the napalm.
And
Yeah,
cook.
it depends on what angle it came from. So, Jazz, if the direction of the bombs goes along the road, yeah, you got to pull back. But if it's just a short little slip, maybe.
Maybe. That's all you get, Carly. This is already longer than you were supposed to, because now I need to go and have sex. Have food.
You need to have sex?
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
What?
I heard
You're
snacks.
gonna do what? to 'em?
Snacks,
What, you're gonna
okay.
do what to
Everybody
'em?
else heard snacks except Kyle.
What are you doing to those snacks?
Exactly.
I'm
Yes,
making them
exactly.
cream
You're gonna
filled.
do-
Mm.
Where's that cream coming from, Arch?
Stuffed for his pleasure.
Oh my god.
Freshly milked?
Either way, that will wrap up today's stream. Arch and I have to do some collaboration stuff. Not gay sex, before anybody asks.
I mean, Arch did literally just say that he was off to have sex, and now you're like, Arch and I need to go and do some collab stuff, so, you know.
It's not that kind.
There's
You
very
you
few
practically-
conclusions
you
we could draw
literally
here.
just admitted it.
Yeah, Disco, he's right. That wouldn't be a collab. That would be a joint operation.
I mean, considering you'll need to get Arch off his mobility chair and actually move, it is a joint operation.
By the way, good night, chat.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks for all the
Good night.
supers. Appreciate it.